Hi, Djokovic. Novak, sorry, I should say.
Oh,
Thank you for your time.
thank you.
I'd, I'd like to throw it forward to your second round match, please, against Kyle Edmund. What sort of challenge are you anticipating from Kyle? We all know he has one of the biggest booming forehands in the business.
He does. He does have a really good serve and forehand. Those are the two big weapons. And I had some really good matches in the past against him in Wimbledon. Tough four setter a few years ago. He doesn't feel so much pressure. I think playing on the big court, and obviously different circumstances here, but he actually likes the challenge. And I have a lot of respect for him. He's a really hard worker. He puts a lot of hours on and off the court into perfecting his game. And his results were kind of up and down a little bit, but I think he does have the game and the potential to be in the top 20 without a doubt, where I expect him to be soon. So it's gonna be a tough one. I'm sure he has not so much to lose in that match, and it's important for me to start off well the way I did today.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Let's now go to Peter from ESPN. Peter?
Well, I don't hear you. Sorry, you're muted. No,
Peter,
no,
can you
Peter.
unmute yourself?
Something is wrong.
All right, we'll try to come back to Peter. Let's go to Peter from the AFP. Peter, you're up. When you see the green screen, you're live.
Same thing. Is maybe our mic is? Can you guys check? Sorry, Peter. It's probably our technical issue here.
All right, I'm gonna read a question for you, Novak, while we fix these technical difficulties from Willie Weinbaum of ESPN. How does the absence of a big crowd atmosphere affect your actions on the court?
Well, the intensity it was there definitely. I mean, I came out, played really well first set, second set. I lost my focus and kind of got stressed out a couple of times and screamed. So that's obviously still there regardless of the empty stadium. But this is what I bring to the court. I bring a lot of intensity and energy, and sometimes my reactions may not be so positive, but I try to bounce back, and it was tough. I mean, second set there was a lot of long rallies, and he was not missing much, so it was kind of anybody's game. But we're all trying to get used to this kind of circumstances. Having big LED screens on the side and kind of behind the court, and obviously seeing the rest of my team and my family and my friends on the screen tonight was a delight. Truly, it was really, really nice. It brought a smile to my face and kind of motivated me to keep on playing well. And I was speaking with USTA people. They still did not clarify and determine when are they going to switch on the screens, whether it's going to be after points, games, and sets or stuff. So they are kind of testing it out. I think it was fine. It was not bothering us players, obviously, serving or playing. So I think most importantly, not during play. And it was fine. It was not hindering the play. So at least you get a sense that they're with you, virtually. I mean, we were trying to make the most out of this situation. Obviously, the players, USTA, everyone involved in the organization. I mean, it's definitely not easy, but everyone is trying their best.
Thank you very much. Let's try this one more time. Let's go to Howard from the AP. Howard, when you see the green screen, you are live.
Novak, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Howard.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I just wanted to ask about the discrepancy over the serve clock rule. It seemed as though you felt it was being started sooner than it had been during the Western and Southern Open. Is it that the chair umpire was saying that's right and that's how it's supposed to be now? And you weren't aware that it was going to be different now during the U.S. Open?
Yes, that's the problem that I have. I was not aware of it. I mean, no one really brought it to my attention, and the lack of communication is something that worries me. And once again, I mean, that's something that really upset me, because I don't mind if someone, communicates and maybe asks the opinion of, us players, because we're the ones that are supposed to play, I guess, and it's going to greatly affect the match, and we've played in the certain tempo, so to say, and got used to it during the Western and Southern tournament, which just ended 2 days ago, and then 2 days later we have a different rule that was just not communicated to us. So that's something that I found just not acceptable, not fair. But I guess I have to deal with it, and that's it. I just think that there should be a better job done, in communication with players prior to changing things like this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Howard. Let's go to George from Metro. George, when you see the green light, you are live.
Hi, Novak.
Hi.
You'd be kind of hard pushed to find a pundit or commentator who's not backing you for this title. You've not lost a match this year, so I presume you're feeling pretty confident in your own abilities. I was just wondering, you've been on big win streaks before, so it's not exactly new ground for you. I was wondering what you think is the biggest problem for you or any other player when you get on these long streaks. Where's the moment you feel you're most likely to trip up? Are you in danger of becoming kind of complacent or overconfident, or how do you kind of analyze your mindset when you get on these long streaks and I suppose start feeling kind of invincible?
Well, I can speak on my own behalf. Obviously, every player has a different way of, I guess, approaching, these streaks. I mean, there are not too many players, both men and women, that have had long streaks of, 20 plus matches won in a row. But having had that experience for me a couple of times before in my career obviously helps, because I am, I'm aware of it. Absolutely. I mean, I can't lie, but I am also not overanalyzing, or I'm not overthinking about it, and by virtue of potentially doing that, I would put an additional pressure that I really don't need at this point, because I know pressure is a privilege, pressure is part of what we do, and I try to embrace it, and I don't have an issue with pressure because I'm used to it. I have had so many matches in my career that I kind of won when I was down, and big slams and stuff. So I know what I need to do and how to behave and how to make myself calm and composed and focused on what really needs to be done. So I know it sounds like a phrase and like a cliche, but I really try to focus on every match individually and really force myself to really be in the present moment. Okay, what do I need to do in order to win against that guy on a given day? And as simple as that sounds, it's very effective, particularly in this kind of circumstances. So having a Grand Slam with a match every second day actually is favorable, I think, for me in this particular situation, because I get always an extra day to, in between matches, to recover, recharge the batteries mentally as well, emotionally as much as physically, and get ready for the next challenge. Do I want to keep the streak going? Of course I do, but am I thinking about it as a priority number one every single day? No. But it's there, and of course it's an additional motivation for me. It actually fuels me to play even stronger, play even better, and I think bring the right intensity every match.
Thank you, Novak.
Thank you.
This is our last question in English. It comes from Peter from AFP. Midway through the second set, you seemed to be annoyed by something and shouted in the direction of the stands. Who were you shouting at, and what was it about?
I was shouting at my box. Not the first time, probably not the last time, but I was frustrated with with my game, with some of the shots that I was playing at that time, and just just I guess channeled it out in that way, and that's I guess not always the reaction that I want, but as I said, that's kind of a game and kind of an intensity that I bring on the court, and sometimes these things happen.
Thank you very much, everyone. We're now going to go to native language. Sasa, you're up.
Thank you.
We will go to you and just give us just a couple of seconds to cue you up. Okay. Go ahead, Sasa. When the green light is on, you're live.
Nole, želeo bih da te pitam u vezi sa Filipom Krajinovićem. Danas je odigrao onako jedan sjajan meč, dobio 3 seta. Prošle nedelje je bio na poen do polufinala. Šta misliš koji je njegov plafon sada kada je potpuno sazreo i kada se čini da je na dobrom putu za top 20?
U njegovom slučaju je plafon onaj onoliko koliko on misli da je plafon. Jer on stvarno ima veliki potencijal i talenat i to nije sada slučaj, već dugi niz godina. Filip je neko s kim sam ja vrlo blizak privatno ovako, znamo se dugi niz godina, trudio sam se da mu budem neka vrsta mentora, savjetnika, podrška, i mislim da upravo zbog tako bliskog odnosa sam imao uvid, da kažemo, više u njegovu igru i u njegov način razmišljanja i tako dalje. Mislim da je odluka da radi sa Jankom odlična i stvarno mi je drago što je Janko prihvatio da putuje sa njim, jer je jako bitno, naravno, da bi se prihvatio takvog zadatka i da kažemo takvog projekta, potrebno je da trener, pogotovo kalibra kako je Janko i kvaliteta igračkog kakav je Krajinović, da putuje, da provodi više vremena sa njim i tako dalje. I ono što se manifestuje u Filipovoj igri u prošloj nedelji i evo danas u njegovoj pobjedi prvog kola, nije slučajno niti je neočekivano. Barem ja nisam iznenađen, zato što znam koliko je posvećen bio Filip u ovom proteklom periodu, 5-6 meseci, nije mnogo odmarao, trenirao je dosta, organizovali su se jako dobro, oformili odličan tim i to se sada odražava u pozitivnom smislu na njegovu igru. Opet ponavljam, on potencijal i talenat je od uvek imao, sada je samo podupreo to sa i fizičkom izdržljivošću, snagom, pokretljivošću na terenu i mentalnom stabilnosti koja mu je verovatno falila i kažemo neki kontinuitet u igri i u rezultatima dugi niz godina. To sad je tu gde jeste sa razlogom i ja mislim da je odavde je pravac samo, što se kaže, uzlaznom putanjom. To predviđam definitivno. Eto, kažem, nadam se da možda ćemo igrati ovde. Imamo mogućnost da se sastanemo u četvrtfinalu, ko zna. Ako nastavi ovako dobro da igra, iako naravno ja isto pobedim svoje mečeve, nadamo se tom duelu.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Novak.
Hvala.